Welcome back, everybody. I said when I was out in the arena a couple of minutes ago we would change our tune to the women's game, and here we are, our first match from the Women's Pro Series this weekend. We'll have plenty more, and it is Vicki Lomax taking on Amy Beauchamp, who has many, many titles with 𝗨𝗪𝗃𝗃 and, well, around the world. She'll be one of the favourites for the tournament once again, and of course she's got the #1 ranking in her sights as well, looking to take it away from Marion Jude, who is not here this weekend, so it is up for grabs. Amy, one of the players that could take it. Delighted to say I am joined by another player right up the rankings as well, in Megan Proctor, and good first match for us.
Yeah, definitely. This will be a good match. Lomax Champs goes in as a slight favourite. Obviously we know how well she does on the tour, but Lomax has just come off a World Championship win with Northern Ireland, and some really good results in the singles as well there, so this will be a great game.
Yeah, it feels strange you saying that, because last time I played international pool, Vicki was playing for England. That's probably a subject for another day.
Definitely, let's move on. And this will be the first time that they're playing with the new balls, I think.
Yeah, they're in action for the first time, well, Monday night in the Pairs Cup, but the series weekend here. They're used across all 87 tables. The reviews have been very good. Have you had a chance to have a play with them yet, Megan?
I did yesterday. I had a quick go with them. Played really well. I thought they were magic. So hopefully the magic balls will see me through to some sort of win. But yeah, they played really, really well. Really nice. Champs just overhit that one, just was playing on the one in the middle. I think the yellow on the baulk line goes into the top right, past those two reds. The way that she's played this, I think she's going to be taking this to the top right, potentially screwing into the face of the yellow to try and push it over to that left-hand side pocket. She was able to just roll into it. That's a good shot. It depends what angle she's got here. I think she's just looking at accepting what she has, which I'm a fan of, and taking this to the bottom left. And this will settle her at the beginning of the match, this going in. What's that?
Beautiful 8-ball, and takes the opening frame. Do you think... it's probably a difficult question for me to ask, although I know you're obviously good friends with a lot of the players, including Amy. But the last time that she played on the TV table, she didn't play very well and ended up, losing a match to you. It was a strange one, actually, in terms of just the way it sort of, you were controlling it until the end, and she kind of almost got away with it. But it wasn't a good performance from her. Do you think that will stay with her? I mean, it's a little while ago now, but it was quite a jarring performance, really.
Yeah, no, I don't think it will. I think chances to kind of put, I don't know if you saw, she's quite active on socials, and she put a video out and just kind of said we'll move on. I do believe that from her. She will have been back to the practice table, and that will not be in her mind, I'm sure. But I know that she was very annoyed with herself with that performance. Thankfully for me.
Yeah, well, it wasn't all on her playing poorly. You played, especially early on. You played some good stuff there, but from her side of the table, she'll have been annoyed.
Suspension call.
With the new balls, what I have been thinking is, do people see the patterns a little bit differently, or just as we see champs miss?
Well, I know because I spend a lot of time in America now, and you do see the patterns. I find it harder to see the patterns with the solids and stripes, but it's more to do with the colours because it's colours all over the place. Whereas you've still got, you know, very distinctive differences between the balls. I don't think it will affect the patterns at all.
Yeah, because in America, all the stripes are different colours. You mean so? With these,
yes,
all the stripes are red.
Sometimes
so.
you when you look at a table, you kind of see reds and you kind of almost. Whereas if you see lots of different colours, it takes me a few more seconds to see it. I mean, if you grow up with it, you kind of you know it, and it doesn't feel so bad. But it just takes me a little bit longer anyway.
Yeah, just see Lomax miss that red there. There's probably a bit of mileage left in this frame, depending on this shot from champs, whether this squeezes past the red. Just going for the bottom right. That hasn't come out too bad. I'm wondering if she can play this off the red and free that bag.
Deciding just to be patient.
Yeah, the reds don't look too bad. I'm not sure if that one over near the right middle drops into the right middle, or that could prove difficult.
Pretty good containing shot though. This is the start of the event 7 for all the ladies. We've got quite a few matches in action right now. A couple more still to go on to make the tables to become clear. You'll be able to watch across all our 4 channels. 4 games for you. Already seen a couple of players take opening frames.
This is a good chance for Lomax now to try and settle herself, back herself to pot this into the top left. Now it's just minding your work and making sure you get on the 8 ball nicely. I wonder if the 8 ball does go right middle, that makes this a little bit easier, because she can leave the one to the bottom left as her last ball. Well, the way that she plays this will tell us. I think I personally would have taken the one to the corner first and then played the middle. This tells us that the black doesn't go into the middle bag, so if you're screwing back, that's a great shot.
Hit that nicely.
Oh, she's just okay.
Yeah, good that one for Vicki. Gets herself on the board. 1-1.
And we've just got the score live on here. It is 1-1.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll be corrected any second. It is 1-1 In this one, both players are on the board.
That's a great break from Lomax as well.
Do you think it's fair to say, I mean, it's probably difficult to me to ask you this question because it's probably not a fair statement for ask a current player, but from my perspective, I just feel like Vicki is a better player than she's shown with Ultimate Pool over the last few years.
Yeah,
she really is a really top-level player that's just really not quite performed to the level that she can do.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's fair. And she would say that herself. We've had chats about her. Probably just consistency, really. I know Lomax is amazing in team format, and you'll see her really rise to the occasion. And if she kind of played that kind of pool in these tours, then she'd do some damage. But I mean, the ability's there, everything's there, the desire's there. It's just, as we know, on the big stage, performing. But Lomax is a great player and can definitely beat anyone. Oh, that 8 ball was close. I think sometimes Lomax sees things quite fast and therefore maybe plays a little bit fast in how she delivers her cue, and sometimes that just causes a few misses. Awkward cue in there from Champs, but I expected her to get that. So another good opportunity for Lomax here.
What a chance this is. How difficult is the red on the right-hand side, though? The rest look okay. Just that one.
Yeah, I think I'll be trying to leave that as my last ball. I think I would have actually potentially be taking the ball that was closest to the white there up to the top right and holding the white on the ones into the middle.
I had a quick look at that and just wondered if it was straight enough to hold. If it was, then I absolutely think that was the way, I think. Because it's getting another tricky ball out the way. And then it's just about, can you get on the one on the right-hand side? She's actually ran aground here a little bit too close to her work, so in a tough spot. Runs the clock to the wire, plays it just in time. I'm assuming this yellow does not go into the right centre, otherwise that would have been a poor choice of shot from Vicki Lomax.
I'm just going to see Champs stop the white dead here. And if she's left that red up to the top right.
It's tight. Top left, maybe. That's tough. But there's no safety, really, is there? There's no... What else are you going to do? She's having a look. It might be close for the top right. Maybe not. I think the way she played that was trying to play it actually off the yellow rather than direct. Couldn't quite get to it. And it gives Amy Beauchamp a great chance to get herself back in front. While she studies the table, though, I can just let you know that we have big moments going on table 2 right now. Declan Brennan has been pegged back by Dylan Leary at 7-7 right now. Remember, that's the story of the day, is can Declan Brennan get himself into position to become the #1 player in the game? You'd have to win the tournament with Tom Cousins already eliminated. But to do that, you have to get yourself into the last 16 and then into the quarterfinals, which is the challenge for Declan today. He's 7-7 right now. And that's over on table 2. Well, it's not exactly where she wanted to be. Now going to have to cue one in.
Yeah, I think she's pretty straight on this as well this year, because she can just top on and off the cushion.
I think these are the ones. These are such big shots for me because of the quality of the layout she had when she got to the table. And she's come right across that one. It was one of those layouts where, you know, you get to the table, you know you're meant to win that frame, and you've allowed it to become a problem and then not able to deal with the hurdle you've created. It does more damage than just losing a normal frame.
She has had a touch of fortune there that the yellow has covered that bag. I think I would have personally just played a safety there, because it was quite difficult. Don't know what angle Lomax has got on this now to go up the table.
Still could clip it now. Clip the one at the top to the top right hand corner. Well, she's got an angle. She's got enough. Didn't try and do anything.
I mean, the yellow's safe, so I was probably just thinking I'll have a go at this. If it lands over the bag, it lands over the bag, and we're.
For the shot she's just played, I think she should play that 2 shots ago, or at least on the last shot, so you've got 2 balls on the table. Now Amy has a way to actually play safe.
Yeah, I think it was the first shot. Well, if you're going to play safe there, the first shot was the one to do so. That is not a good shot though from Champs. And Lomax can have Champs in a lot of trouble here where she can't get a snooker.
Such a big frame, this. Early but big. And you might hear that ripple of applause in the background. That is for Declan Brennan. He has just won the deciding frame where both players had opportunities. And he gets himself into the last 16. So the quest for the #1 ranking goes on, as it does here for Amy Beauchamp.
Have you done your calculations on the women's game?
Let's do it right now, shall we? Why not? I pretty much believe that if Amy wins the tournament, she'll be #1. I think, let's have a look. Marion Jude's on 45,000, 𝗪𝗁𝗏 Davies on 42,750, and Amy Beauchamp on 41,500. So 4,500 ranking points behind for Amy, which means she has to win the tournament. If she wins the tournament, she will become the #1 player. If 𝗪𝗁𝗏 Davies wins makes the final, she'll get the #1 ranking back. But of course, there's 2 tournaments this weekend, and Marion's not earning any points for either. So you would expect there's every opportunity for Amy and Kirsty to both go back above Marion Jude. Good battle between as we see Vicki win this quite key frame early in this match. So there's quite a good battle between those 3. You're currently sat in 4th place, but a little way adrift of them. So in terms of the actual battle at the moment.
Yeah, I think the top 3 are the 3 that have won the titles. No one below them have won any titles. So.
Well, you've got Klett Henriksen has.
Oh, sorry, who was here last season. Yeah.
Give her 2 years, and we'd expect her to be somewhere up near the top 5 as well.
100%. Yeah, that ranking of 19 for Klett is not accurate of how amazing she is. Just got to a world final, lost to Emma Cunningham.
Yeah, we were going to see Klett Henriksen tonight. She was due to be playing actually out here on the main table, but unfortunately 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏 don't able to attend, and there's something happening at home, and hope everything's okay. Unable to get here for Ade. A really not liked member of the tour.
A little bit of frustration, I think, there. Champs always throws everything at her break, but see the white here, it near enough jumps into near the middle bag, and she's not on anything, I don't think, from where they've stopped. Yeah, just to echo what Simon says, we hope that Ade and Jill are all okay. Hopefully see you at the weekend. If not, we'll see you soon.
Not happening for Amy right now.
The reds are messy. Got 2 to be sorted out, or 1 to be sorted out on the right hand side. I'm just going to take this to the bottom left.
Easy loss of turn out there for Amy, but where she putting the cue ball is quite critical. Can you keep it safe in playing it?
Yeah, what she doesn't want to do is, I think she's going to actually use the big bag and clear the bag and go for the clearance.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But if she plays the loss of turn, then there's nowhere to... You're leaving a pot on. OK, it wouldn't be an easy finish, but...
And I think you were leaving an easy safety behind the 2 reds there.
Yeah, agreed.
So that's not ideal.
Yeah, couldn't have gone much worse. I mean, wowee. Fully in trouble and opened all the reds up as well. Tough one here. Well, it was a good shot. It's a very good escape. And hasn't left anything easy on. That was not easy to do.
Yeah, so Lomax tried to take a tricky pot there and develop her bad balls on the right hand side. Just body language from Lomax there is doesn't look like a person that's 2-1 up. I know both Champs and Lomax won't be too happy with potentially how they've started this match. But you're 2-1 up, so just got to keep going. And now the reds look a little bit nicer, as we see Champs miss that yellow. If she can leave an angle to play this to the bottom right and just kiss the 2 reds that are together, which I think she can do, she knows that she will be on one of the 2 in the middle. So this is a really good opportunity for Lomax here. And one that should really hurt Champs, because she did have a chance or 2. Oh, just decided to drop onto it rather. I think I would have played that to go into them slightly. But she's played that perfect if she's on this red.
Oh, foul's been called. Oh, we need to see this one again. She must have hit a ball. Darrell's not going to miss a thing out there.
Must be the
Let's
yellow.
have a look.
Yeah. Quite obvious there, just as she was getting up. She's hit the yellow.
I must have been looking at the wrong, the wrong part of the screen.
Queuing over the yellow at the top corner.
Ah, okay. I was looking at the 8 ball, trying to see whether she flicks the 8 ball with the cue. Oh, between us, we worked it out. We're a team. Could be a big error. Amy's still got to put this away. She should have won the last frame with a pretty routine out as well. So she's under it right now. This really should be bread and butter for a player at Amy's level. Oh, no. Oh, she is very, very lucky there. Just cannot believe where that cue ball's gone. Seemed to skid off the cushions. It's like it trapped on the cushions, trying to play it with topspin, and it just sort of trapped him and went sideways.
Hit that really nice. Little hand of apology.
Yeah, that's all to do with that cue ball. Little bit fortunate. No, more than that. Scrap that. Very fortunate for Amy Beauchamp out there.
Yeah, I watched Declan against Matt Cook earlier on. Definitely wasn't as clinical as we saw him at the Worlds. think it was his semi-final.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. It was like watching a robot play pool, and they've been programmed to not make any mistakes ever.
It was a strange one because he played at such a ridiculous level that no one was really giving Giuseppe the Imperio too much of an opportunity. I mean, Giuseppe's an incredible player, and obviously no two matches are the same. Giuseppe played brilliantly. You know, I spoke to Declan about it on interview a couple of hours ago, and yeah, he said, you know, all credit to Giuseppe in the way he played. You know, he played brilliantly.
Yeah, definitely. I think Giuseppe's just a player that is like Mr. England because he comes and plays the international events. I'm not sure what he plays outside of that, but he comes and just does amazing every time, and he's not part of this tour, or
he very rarely plays any tours. He plays county pool and he plays international pool. That's what he wants to do.
Which is impressive in itself, definitely. Yeah, just a mistake there from Lomax. Could have been anywhere but there, really.
Probably is odd for a lot of viewers talking about the World Championships. And not many players, not all players, decide to go to it. Amy decided not to play. You decided not to play. You know, you play more often than not, as has Amy. But you know, players will decide to skip certain events here and there, and World Championships is one of those.
Yeah, definitely. I personally would have been there if I hadn't have been on holiday. Had a lovely time. So
yeah,
it's got to happen at some point.
I didn't play either, Megan, if it helps.
Oh, okay. They did all right without you, didn't they?
Yeah, they did okay, yeah. They were much happier.
Did you go on holiday or just...
No, just didn't
go to pool?
Didn't play pool.
Yeah, nice. or commentate?
Or commentate, no. Had a couple of, well, I would say a couple of weeks off. I was working on other projects, but... Yeah.
Always working.
Yeah.
So the way that Champs is going about this, just wanted that to pull up. Looks like the red's near the yellow on the left goes to bottom left, and the one over the middle was going to be her last ball for the 8 ball. So would have preferred to be a little bit straighter on this, but it's got enough angle to go twice across. Just misses.
Made a big difference, didn't it? Because if you're straight in, you're dropping it in and you're holding on the perfect angle, whereas you had to go twice across, and had that have fallen, she actually would have had quite a big angle on the next one, and whether she could have held or not. So the difference of being, what, 2 or 3 rolls straighter? Yellow on the left-hand side is tough, though, here for Vicki to get to. Really well guarded.
I wonder if she can play the yellow off the red. Was that potentially just an unnecessary risk?
Or to open up a bit more of a window. Yeah. Perhaps looking for an angle to develop it, maybe. This looks too big an angle.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of developing it either, just because you don't know where the white is going.
I just think now that you're 2 balls in, there's no... You've got to kind of do something. It's getting harder.
Does have an angle here. I mean, this is all eggs in one basket, but to come over to this left-hand side. Oh, she just underhit that. She just put herself into a bit of trouble here. Lomax has covered the red to the bottom left. But there is no need for Champs to go for this. It's a nice shot. Played that with little risk with where she was leaving the white.
just got down far enough to make it very, very easy for her.
And I know this is for 3-2 up, so Champs will be the happier of the two, but even at 2-2, I think Champs probably would have been the happier of the two, and they both had their chances.
Yeah, for me, it just felt like a similar performance from Champs in this match than the one against you that we talked about. The difference being, you fully punished her in those early frames, whereas, you know, Vicki, while she did some good stuff, she didn't fully take advantage. And that's why she finds herself 3-2 behind, and maybe Champs just freeing up a little bit. Looking more confident anyway. It wasn't a clean kill, but it certainly looked more confident with the cue ball out there. Still a long way to go, though. Do you think number one is an even remote factor for Amy? You know, she's been 5 world titles. She's won as many women's events with Ultimate Pool than anyone. You know, it's not necessarily as big a factor for her as maybe it would be for somebody trying to get there for the first time.
Yeah, I think she's done it before. It definitely won't be affecting her thinking or the way she would be playing. Probably just nice to have.
Yeah, I mean, can't be a bad thing, can it?
Definitely not, no. But yeah, it definitely won't be coming into her thinking at all. Whereas I know, as an example, Kirsty, when she got the number 1 spot, I know that meant a lot to her, and it was something she was going into her games thinking about, and potentially maybe that had an impact on how she played. That might not happen now. That was the first time Kirsty got there, and if she does it this weekend or at another time, maybe that doesn't happen. But I think it's probably quite special. Can't say I've ever done it, but it's quite special probably for the first time getting to number 1.
A few of the guys watching on, Shane Thompson, Cole Bedford, they've had disappointing days. That's the grumpy look of a pool player that's got to sit around for 24 hours before they get going in event number 2 of the weekend, Pro Series 8. Champ's not happy with the angle she's left herself. Looks like everything goes here. She looks okay.
Yeah, I think the yellow that's near the black taken to the, you can see there that goes top left and also goes bottom right.
But she's going to have to leave a very good angle here. So I think these 3 don't connect well at all.
No, as she's coming across now, it looks like she's going to be going into the red. The angle that she's leaving is going to be high.
I mean, high angle's no good. That looks too straight. That was it was almost the margin of error to land with a good angle there was very, very small. That's why she was annoyed 2 shots ago, because she wanted to get across off that ball. She's just got something. Yeah, just. That's the previous shot was actually very, very good, because if she goes 2 more rolls, she's not on that ball at all. She definitely looks a lot more confident and settled out there now than she did in the opening 3 or 4 frames. A little bit more like it from the 5 times world champion. And she opens up the tiniest of gaps out there. 4 frames to 2. 3 more for victory, but keep an eye on the clock as well. Plenty for Vicki to ponder right now.
Yeah, I think that clearance from Champs was a reflection in a way of Lomax not taking her chances. She's not under the pressure that she should have been under.
All the women's matches for tonight are now on. Sarah Waite's 2-1 up over Rachel Davies. Becky Watkins 4-1 up over Roisin Smith. Roisin Smith, a world champion now in the doubles.
Yeah, amazing.
With Ashley Dinsmore, who's 1-0 down to 𝗪𝗁𝗘. You can watch that over on table 2 right now.
Thank you,
Matt Shepherd and Luke Terry are commentating on that one. We'll keep you updated with all scores as we're going. Only match in the Women's Pro Series tonight. Be back tomorrow, showing you action from the last 16.
See Lomax, hands in the air there. Hit them terrible.
Yeah.
Where's my ball? And then she's moaned one in right at the end. Walking back to her seat.
Yeah, you can't. He didn't hit them well, so you can't get too frustrated. But yeah, he's quite funny out there. She's going to try and make something happen here.
Yeah, and time's not a factor here. There's plenty of time. There's no need to push the boat out. That's a nice shot, though. She's on the one to the right middle. That's come out really nice.
Oh, jabby. And she knew it straight away. She knew she was going to commit the foul. Didn't hit a cushion.
Always a difficult shot, being so close to the object ball.
So an opportunity for Champs to really stretch her way here. This is pretty wide open for her. Just pick your route. I'm guessing this doesn't go in the left centre. That's why she wants to get it out of the way. Didn't want to allow that one to become a problem. Loose one. She wanted to deal with the reds at the bottom first and then the ones at the top. Take on the final four all above the 8-ball, so they will all would have worked nicely as an 8-ball. She won't want to leave the one bottom right to get on the 8-ball, but it can work. Just probably have to go 2 cushions to get on it. Oh, she misses this one.
I think if Lomax can stroke this one in, that yellow passes into the middle.
That was a beautiful shot.
Especially the shots that have been played under the circumstances. That was a great shot. That looks just okay. Looks like she can hold. Can potentially roll into the 8-ball if needed. That shot's fine. So make Lomax feel a lot better, getting back to 3-2 with loads of time left.
She may have feared the worst when she made the mistake in this one, giving away ball in hand, and a good layout for Amy. In the way she just started to just find a bit of rhythm out there, but she's given away a chance. All these matches that we're talking and seeing from the Women's Pro Series 7 is from the last 32, the first round of the event. We will see all last 16 matches, quarterfinals, semi-finals and final tomorrow. Every match will be on a stream table, which is pretty cool. We'll be back tomorrow morning on this table with 2 matches from the last 16. It's pretty good when you think about that, Megan, going back compared to like 6 years ago or so. Only 5 matches of the whole tournament not on a stream table. Who'd have thought that 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
Yeah,
even a year ago,
amazing.
maybe. Yeah.
It's amazing. Ultimately, really try to give a platform for the women. Yeah, it's really good. I saw your interview with young Lexi.
Yeah, I've forgotten I'd even done that. I saw it. That was deep into the weekend. I have no idea if I made any. I haven't actually watched it. I saw it came up on social media and I scrolled past it, so I thought I probably said something silly there.
Yeah,
so.
no, it was really good. It was a really good interview, and I think just brought that up there because Lexi was talking a lot about the women's game and how Ultimate Pool are kind of giving the women a platform and how we're moving forward, if you will. Like, this is just the beginning. And yeah, I mean, you spoke very well.
I look tired.
You answered the questions great. So.
Yeah. Peek behind the curtain there. That was the only time I stepped in the bar the whole weekend at the last event. It was about 2 minutes for that bit of recording.
Yeah, these aren't too bad, the yellows. The next shot's difficult into the top left if she wants to take it on. She can play a lot of turn and leave the white behind the red and not leave chance anything. But if she takes this, she has got a potential of a clearance. It's just the yellow in the middle of the table.
I'm with you. I think I like the loss of turn. I think the two nearest the right centre pocket and the one by the 8. I just think they're all very solvable, all very doable, but you're putting pressure on yourself. But she's obviously feeling very confident out there. That's an excellent shot. Happy with the plant here. Where's the yellow you're hitting going to go? And then obviously we've still got the one that we're not sure about, which is the one near the 8 ball.
Yeah, and I think that the one near the 8 ball or the one bottom left is your last ball, and we're taking the one near the 8 ball up to the top left. That was my only concern about that shot. I think it's come out okay, but it was just if that yellow was going to block anything. I think she's fine playing these both into the same bag. Just doesn't have the legs. But slows things up, and the reds aren't great. There is a loss of turn option here to leave the white in the bag where the yellow is. Potentially deciding to take this as a combination shot. I think I prefer the loss of turn previous shot, leaving the white where the yellow is in the bag. You weren't leaving Lomax anything to go at, and she was snookered on the 2 yellows over to the left hand side. Similar shot in a way. Playing the loss of turn again. Tried to play the loss of turn there.
Big visit to the table, this one for Amy. Really big. If she takes these out, we'll go into the 15 seconds of shot during the visit, and she'd be too clear. Retain control at that point. And they are all there. So it's just, and this is similar level to ones that she missed previously. Do you ever do that to yourself when you're playing? I mean, you kind of like, from the commentary box, I'm bigging this up as a very important visit for champs. Do you ever come to the table and say, right, come on, this is the one, this is the moment I'm going to take control of this match, or do you just try and play each visit in his own right?
I think I say that probably every shot.
Yeah. I know that I
try and gear myself up. Like, every shot is so important, isn't it? I know what you're saying.
Some visits are just built with more pressure and more
100%.
Bigger moment. You know, Amy's missed a couple of chances she'd love to have back today. You know, so was Vicki. But if Amy was to take this one out, it would mean more than the one she took out 2 frames ago. Yeah, I used to kind of try and say that to myself and delude myself that I could take him out, but
did it work? Or?
I quit playing the game, so you answer that for yourself.
Just needs to. I think she's just concerned about finding the gap here. Looks like it's quite natural, but just concerned about the yellow.
Yeah, there's quite a big angle here, but I do think the natural float works, and she does as well, and she's comfortably hit the gap. Got to be careful on this one. if you want to play on the 8-ball into the left centre and get right behind it, you risk snookering yourself. So do you just kill it in, have the thin clip, or take it long?
I think I'm just accepting what I have here.
Yeah. Oh, chances. More than happy to use the yellow. That was a good shot. Hit with confidence. And she is too clear, and we are in the 15 seconds of shot portion of the match. Very good that from Amy. She is still just about in control as we reach the frantic side of this game. And I think that look from Vicki tells us she knows it. This is the scene in Wigan right now. And this is the final series event of 2025. There's plenty more events still happening, but the final series event of 2025, a lot going on. 87 tables. I actually don't know how many players are here. Something like 700 or 800. Challenger series. We've got next gens. We've got 𝗔𝗍𝗍𝗵. We've got teams. We've got seniors. We've got women challengers. And it's all going to get bigger next year as well. Plans to expand. Some of them have already been announced, more to come. And if you want to be a part of it, then make sure you're following 𝗏𝗏𝗡's social media. Find out how you can enter and get yourself a part of it. Great events to come and be part of. I think there's going to be something like 700 challengers next year or so. I actually don't know the exact numbers, but it's going to be big.
Wow, you think it's big now. It's massive now.
They're going to need more tables.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
my reaction.
Definitely. These reds are nice.
Big disappointment that for Vicki. She, you know, at 9.5 minutes to go, you're 2 down in the 15 seconds. You think, all right, this next one on my break, you take that. Let's get it back in a one-frame game. And look, this is the best layout of the match, and it's ball in hand for Amy.
Yeah, just needs to be careful with the route here. Needs an angle on the one down to the bottom left to be able to connect the balls. Yeah, so she's going a slightly different route.
Getting rid of this one over bottom right, bottom left. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? These two at the bottom don't necessarily fit the rest of it. She might be jawed here.
Looks it from the overhead. The way Trumps is looking, she's fine.
That's a beautiful shot.
Well.
Is she straight enough? No, I think she can pick the pocket enough. Kill it in.
Would love to have been straight on that. Is she playing the 8-ball into the same bag, or just going to try and kill this in? Come on, left centre, that's a great shot.
Just 2 or 3 shots that she's played in the last few, 2 frames. Just, you can tell she's feeling a lot more confident with what she's doing with that cue ball than she was early in the match. Other than the one mistake 3 frames ago, she's played a very decent second half of this match. Still plenties to come here tonight. We've got 2 more matches from the last 16 of the Pro Series out here on the main feature table. I can update you with who we'll see, actually. That decision has now been made. We're going to get to see Houdini, Carl Morris, in our next match. He's taking on the Masters champion, Christophe Lambert. And then we'll round out the night with Phil Parkin taking on Declan Brennan, who is looking to close in on a quarter-final. Remember, he is hunting down the #1 ranking. For those wondering, every match from the last 16 onwards in the Pro Series is broadcast, so if you'd like to see Chris Melling after what he did earlier on, you absolutely can. He is playing Jimmy Croxton, scheduled for 8:45. I suspect it will be nearer 9 o'clock, maybe just about 9:30. And they are playing over on table 2 as Chance goes in off.
Attention calls.
Now or never for Vicki. She'll be so disappointed to find herself in this position, having to find something because hasn't got time for the tactical exchanges. Now 3 behind.
Champs, however, has got all of the time for the tactical exchanges.
Yeah. Use the clock.
Just see her eyeing up the clock there. She's no extension. I'm going to see her play this into the middle bag.
It's not the end of the world if that yellow doesn't go into the left centre. I suppose you can play on into top left corner, so it's a chance for Vicki, one she has to take here. 5 minutes 47 left. Got to get these. Ended up in no man's land already.
I think these all cover each other. I think she must be playing quite a difficult plant here.
Incredibly difficult. I think she knows now as she walks back to her corner, back to her chair. Amy's in now to win the match, but also the time that she'll kill if she doesn't make the clearance here is just going to hurt her so much that you just can't see how 3 frames can be won from here, unless your name's Chris Melling, of course. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out.
I actually missed that. I've seen the post.
Yeah. For those that are wondering what I'm on about, 3:58 left to play. Chris Melling found himself in exactly the same situation as Vicki Lomax as he came to the table to break off in frame 10. 3:58. He was level at 6-6 with 57 seconds left on the clock. And Zach Shepherd made a ball off the final break as Champs misses and was not able to make the buzzer beater. Took him to a 6-red shootout. Chris won it. He won 3 frames in 3 minutes and 1 second with no golden breaks in play, by the way. He was actually disappointed that Zach made a ball. It was the last ball rolling on the table, and he was already thinking about what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And he was halfway to the table when he was like, he really fancied it, and he'd just taken out a 40-second. Well, I think it was a 45-second break clearance in the previous frame, so his tail was up obviously with what he'd just done in the previous 3 frames.
Yeah, with time to spare.
I have no skin in the game. I didn't care whether Chris won or Zach won, but I would like to have seen whether Chris could have got them or not. Oh, Vicki just thought she was going to get one on there and maybe start the same sort of comeback, but snookers herself.
Doesn't get it close. Gets it in the worst possible place, which it always happens when you're struggling a bit.
It looks almost certain now that Amy Beauchamp will win this match. She's going to play the winner of Sophie Gibbs-Nichols and Claire Smith tomorrow, assuming she does close this one out. Ah, beautiful shot from Vicki Lomax. That's going to win her a frame. It's 8 ball to get one back. Clinging on maybe to some hope here. A fabulous shot. Had to take the kick shot on, couldn't just go direct at it. And beautiful, lovely shot. Well, she's going to fight till the end. Kick shot gets one back. Needs an incredibly quick break clearance here. 2:36 left to play. Split the number. 1:18 break clearance to leave time for a 1:18 reverse clearance. That's the task ahead here for Vicki. Needs a ball though.
Oh, she hit them really well. Deserves a ball.
Gets one. Oh, not the best of layouts though. That's harsh. It felt like one of her best breaks of the match as well. Not one of the best layouts. Tough layout to be quick on.
Definitely. On either set as well. We're in double. Hold on the yellow. Play the red bottom right. And then go up the way. Tried that, I think.
Just didn't hold on. It caught the yellow thin rather than the full ball. And still two tough balls out the way.
Yeah, it was a tough ask.
Shame there, because she actually left a nice angle to track down to get underneath the one at the bottom of the table. Champs knows she can just call her extension. Waste a little bit of time here. The match is over essentially now. No golden breaks or ducks in play, remember. It does change things. And quite rightly, we don't have it in Pro Series events.
It's just a real part of the game that the match isn't over, but it's over.
Doesn't happen in pool until Ultimate Pool came along. It is. It's sort of weird feeling that players in other Q sports like snooker will have experienced a lot more, where you know you've won before you've won. Oh,
That's
beautiful.
a great shot. Oh, nice little nudge there too. The combination shot flies in, I reckon, as well. As long as she's right. Don't think she's on the red.
She could have done with coming across further and then she'd have got down the table, but now it will have to be the combination. But here we go. No, not to be. Tough to make that when you're kind of rushing as well.
Yeah, definitely.
One of those, just take your time, cue it smooth, get some bite on the ball and let it do its work. This time round, 25 seconds left, it will be job done for Amy, so she is still in the hunt for the #1 ranking. Be interesting to get her thoughts on her performance out there in this one. I think she'll be pleased with some of it, but disappointed. Maybe took a little bit longer to settle than she'd have liked, but she is going to walk away as the victor. And it is job done from the #3 player, Amy Beauchamp. But for how much longer, we'll find out. She moves on. She'll be back tomorrow morning in the last 16. Well, she'll be back in a couple of minutes for a few words with me as well. We're going to turn our attention to the last 16 of the Pro Series shortly as well. Still two more matches to come here on this table. Carl Morris and Christophe Lambert, they're waiting in the wings. And then we're going to round out the night, Phil Parkin and Declan Brennan. So stay with us, plenty more to enjoy.